Tonight, we're getting a closer look at what's being done to stop gun violence in the metro area from the special agent in charge of Detroit's field office. Here's what he had to say to 7 Action News reporter Nima Shafeh.
The special agent in charge telling me nothing strikes more fear in Americans than a Paris-style or Brussels-style attack. So are we at risk? It's a question he says he gets all the time. One-on-one with David Gelios. He's the man at the top inside the field office for the FBI here in Detroit. Sitting down with me a few weeks ago. Much of what we talked about centering around violent crime.
It's concerning.
Adding, investigating it is
one of our most significant priorities.
Topping the list of priorities his office is focusing on.
We have to give a lot of attention to dedicating resources in the Detroit field office and in the state of Michigan to combating violent crime.
The suspect in the Orlando nightclub shooting, Omar Mateen, was reportedly armed with an assault rifle and a handgun. The special agent in charge telling me then,
there's a proliferation of guns out there. There's a lot of guns on our streets, and they often fall into the wrong hands.
And overnight, the FBI in Orlando coming out calling the shooting an act of domestic terrorism. On the topic of terrorism here in Michigan, especially Southeast Michigan, the special agent in charge telling me,
people ask me if the threats, and we talk about the terrorism threat, for instance, they ask me because of the diversity and the large concentration of Arab Americans in Southeast Michigan, do I think the threat is greater in Southeast Michigan? It points to the fact that, it's an ongoing threat. It's something we have to all work together to combat.
In the end, sharing the idea that there is no place for such violent crime and giving us something we can all think about tonight. Hope.
I think there's hope that we can put a dent in this.
In Detroit, I'm Nima Shafeh, 7 Action News.